All right, guys. So I need to give you just a second here on factoring, which is really like undistributing. So let me remind you about distributing first. So say I had something like x times a plus b as a quantity, right? So what do? Well, there's multiplication playing with addition, right? So I need to take this x and distribute it onto the pieces. So I'll get x times the first thing, that's ax, plus x times the second thing, that's bx, right? Notice this guy here, right, distributed and became these two guys there, right? So this way was distribute, right? My usual step that I do all the time. And now the thing we're going to learn to do is we're going to undo distributing. So we're going to do this. We're going to learn to factor, right? Which is really just a kind of undistributing way, right? So the way you factor is you look at these two terms, right? So say I just started with ax plus bx. Now I might notice, okay, what is there in common? There's an x in this piece, right? And an x in that piece. So that really means that an x got distributed onto some stuff. So that means I'm going to take and say, okay, there's an x in common, and then what else was there? Well, there's the a, right? And there's a plus b. You see that? All right, here's an example. Try this. So my example is, say you had 2xy plus 2xz. Okay? Pause the video, see if you can factor this thing for me. Ready, set, pause. Okay, good work. Let's see what you got. So I think you want to do this. You want to say, okay, there's a 2x over here, right? And in this piece, there's also a 2x. So those are what I'm going to factor out. So I'm going to say, okay, this thing is 2x times, and then what was in this first bit that I haven't accounted for? Well, I accounted for the 2x, right? That's this. So what else is there? There's a y left over. After I account for the 2x, right, by factoring it out, what else is left over in the second term? There's a plus and a z. Boom, just like that. This way is factoring. See that? This way is distributing, right? So we've been thinking distribute, but now we're going to think undistribute. So all we have to do is spot what's common and pull it out and write this as a distribute problem. Cool?